people think of snorkeling, the tropics come to mind. What if I told you we have it just as good and arguably better? The cold Pacific might require some more effort and equipment, but the rewards are worth every dollar spent and odd shiver when cold. Take it from me, if you're staying dry, you're missing over half of planet Earth's beauty. Come join me for another snorkel in Point Roberts, or better yet, grab a mask and see it for yourself. I know I said I wouldn't be diving the same spot twice within the year, but last time I was here I was doing a review for that work dive torch, and it was awesome. The conditions were sweet, and there's only so many places I can dive after work. So I'm back here at Lily Point, and look at that, looks just as beautiful as it did the other day. So I'm going to be snorkeling around, hopefully see another loon. I doubt it. Last time I was here I saw that loon, that was so cool. And big schools of possibly herring, but I'm pretty sure they're smelt. I don't know my minnows, my little fish that well. Everything looks like a herring or a hooligan, or what else is there? Anchovies. I'm pretty sure they were smelt though. Can't wait to get in though. And I'm gonna spend a few hours on the beach too, hanging out with Reefy. Reefy! He's not listening. All right, gonna walk down there. It takes me like 15-20 minutes. Do a bit of sightseeing on the way. Just a quick shout out to Bickerton Spear Guns while I'm on the way down. He hooked up this shirt along with a bunch of other threads and that spear gun that you may have seen in my latest videos. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Clothes are comfortable and stylish. And also thanks to whoever lost these Banana Republic shades in the river. I found them the other day. They also fit me quite nicely. Thanks, random stranger. What is it, buddy? What do you see? What do you see, buddy? Check out these dandelions. These things are giant. I had no idea they got that big. That is impressive. Slowly I've been getting a bunch of projects done around the house. I did that Airbnb renovation last summer. This year I built that retaining wall. Next year I really want to focus on landscaping. My goal is to plant a bunch of native wildflowers for the pollinators. They're also really beautiful. If anyone has any advice around the Nanaimo area, what I should be looking for, I'm pretty green to gardening, but it's definitely something that I want to get going. I love to plant some fruit trees as well, but that's more in the probably 10-15 year range. I don't think it matters how many times I come and visit this spot. I'm never gonna get tired of that view. Reefy's over there cooling off already. It's quick. Not sure what's going on. No complaints, but the algorithm seemed to pick up a few of my videos lately. Just want to say a quick thank you to the ones that have been around since day one, and welcome to the ones that have just subscribed. A lot of fun adventures coming down the pipes, and summer's halfway done, but winter diving is even better in my opinion. If you do enjoy these videos and find value in the edits, feel free to smash the like button. I don't like fishing for compliments, but the algorithm really does reward the interaction. Helps my channel out greatly, so much appreciated, everybody. Thanks. I just checked Navionics, and high tide is an hour away at 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna get in the water real soon. There's a minimal exchange over the next 4 or 5 hours, so conditions should be perfect. I didn't even plan this out. Awesome. If you don't have Navionics, I would highly suggest downloading that app. It's a dream for diving, and if you spend any time on the water, also great for navigation. That's its design purpose. Hey buddy, how's the visibility? Hey? How's the viz, Reefy? How's it, 3-4 meters? Better? I feel so bad for my doggy. I love him so much. But he's gotta hang out at the beach tied up because I don't trust him not to run around and be dumb while I'm in the water. So buddy, you're gonna get tied up here in a second. He's pushing 9, he turns 9 next month. He's getting old, but he's still acting like a puppy. I tell people he's almost 9. They're like, 9 months? And I'm like, no, he's almost 9 years old. You're a grandpa. You're a grandpa, Reefy. You're a grandpa. I'm so excited to be here right now. I can't wait to get in the water. If the conditions are half as good as they were the other day, then I'm in for a treat. The viz had deteriorated a slight bit, but it was still on point. It got even better once I swam out from the shoreline. That was cool. I saw that too. And then out of nowhere, that other one came right out of the sand. This area is Flatfish Central. Many different types and sizes. I wanna wander out of the valley where the river takes far away from home. They may not taste the greatest, but they sure are photogenic. Not sure if majestic is the word, but let's go with it. The starry flounder. Leave your worries and your suitcase. All you don't need, nothing but you. That's a big old flounder under there. The problem is when they see me, they get all spooked, and by the time I bust my camera, they swim away. They're really fast, the bigger ones. The smaller ones are a bit curious. I just saw a seal. He's poking his head up looking at me. But you don't have to dream because there's you. I've been snorkeling at this spot for over 11 years now, and I enjoy it more today than ever before. That's despite the fact that I've dove some of the best places the Pacific Northwest has to offer. Maybe it's the nostalgia, or the fact that this spot has paved the way for all my future adventuring, but it's always going to hold a special place in my heart. I always said if I was a crab, I'd be a red rock, mostly due to the fact they seem like little fighters and I'm a boxer. But just like me, they have a soft spot too. The pits tower out of the mud like little tiny skyscrapers. I thought this was a cool shot. I hope these guys don't kill me one day, and I hope I don't injure one of them too. I surfaced with my hand out of the water first. Finally get a cool shot at a larger flounder, but to be fair, I kinda cheated. On a close inspection, this one was missing an eye. It clearly knew I was approaching, and either trusted its camouflage or was generally curious about me. Some say it's just a fish, but these interactions mean a lot to me. One more time, praise is due to Point Roberts. I know my videos have inspired a lot of people to explore our oceans. It may have never happened if it wasn't for this spot right here. I didn't expect any less, but that was a really good time. A lot of fish in the water. This flounder, they're so hard to get close to, especially the bigger ones. I guess they're a bit more mature, smarter. I did see that one with one eye. Get a nice clean shot of it. A lot of crab, well, I saw a fair amount of crab. That seal never came up to me. Saw him checking it out from a distance, but I expected him to bomb me once or twice, which he didn't. At least not that I was aware of. This was good, not quite as good as the other day, but really workable. Water's warmer than the other day. Gonna call it though and hike back up, get some dinner, and waking up nice and early to teach a rigging and overhead crane course. So wish me luck for that. You will not believe it. I'm diving a new spot today. Kind of, sort of. I'm diving over there. Gonna check out that pinnacle. I don't see the marker. It must be right behind the trees, but I don't expect there to be any boat traffic because it's really shallow there. I've been diving Lily Point a lot, kind of checking the coast all around this peninsula, but I haven't gone out there, surprisingly, because it's probably going to be the most promising of spots to see life with the boulders and the rocks and the current. I think slack, at least it was the other night, was around 7, probably not much past that, so it should be good in terms of current. I don't see any waves out there. I don't see any swell. Looking pretty calm, looking pretty gorgeous. I got my boy with me. He's looking tired, but you're gonna get so dirty. But he's gonna jump in the ocean like clockwork as soon as we get to the beach, so he'll clean off. Come on, bud, let's go. For the record, yes, I know I should have someone in the water with me. Even though I'm just snorkeling, it's obviously safer to have a buddy over your shoulders. Biggest risk right now, from what I can tell, is those cormorants, those birds that fly super low at like 100 miles per hour, just like skimming the surface. Clayton and I were diving and we came up from a drop. Both of us had happened to. And there's a cormorant flying right towards us. Those things cruising, smoking us in the head. I'm sure would knock us out, if not really injure ourselves. That would be a drag. I don't really think that's going to happen. The chances are probably 1 in a million, but it could definitely happen. If you're ever knocked out cold, you're in the water, yeah, you can't really do much for your airway. Can't protect it, and be floating off in the Strait of Georgia somewhere. Maybe never seen again. That's obviously worst case scenario, but I'll make a video on this actually. That's probably the better idea. The risks of diving solo and how they can be mitigated. I'm all about safety, but I'm also all about living life to the fullest and not trapping yourself in a bubble. And if you get hurt, go out with a bang. That's my motto. I guess, by the way, if this cell phone is found and I'm missing, make sure this makes it on my YouTube channel. Please, Jasmine. Which way do you want to go, Reefy? Going this way? Let's go. A smart dog. He went the right way this time. Clever. So we're gonna snorkel around the peninsula. I haven't dove here yet. Haven't snorkeled here yet. I came here, I think, about a year ago with Clayton. We were looking for old bottles and stuff by the pilings, but didn't see anything. Visibility wasn't the greatest. Hopefully a bit better today. Hopefully I do see some stuff. Probably some, you guessed it, flatfish, starry flounder, sole, and maybe cabezon. That's possible. Probably not a lingcod, maybe rockfish, we'll see. I had a few comments lately saying I talk too much. Nice thing about YouTube, I'm my own boss. Take it or leave it. This was the first clip of the day. Needless to say, I knew it was going to be a good dive. Well, it was pretty shallow, let's say snorkel. Some more buffalo scalping. I call these ones albino. They come in many different colors. Red Rock Hotel. In my opinion, paddle perch are some of the most beautiful fish we have in our waters. I love how quiet things become when you hold your breath and dive below. Time just seems to stand still. If it wasn't for CO2 levels in my blood triggering my body's urge to breathe, I could spend the rest of my life down here. I try and make every moment I spend in the ocean count. This staghorn was eating a crab leg. Pretty sure this guy was a keeper. I found an octopus den. I knocked, no one was home. Despite their appearance, gunnels are fish, not eels, as they have fins. I know, enough with the flounders already. After this video, I'll give them a rest, I promise. You gotta admit, they're pretty cool though. That right there is what I'm trying to avoid. One of those things smoking me in the head. I see you. Tickle, 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 tickle. Biggest I've seen yet. I can say with confidence that these were herring. Look at that dinner plate. Probably the biggest flounder I've ever seen in my life. I see something here though. As you may be aware, there used to be a cannery down here at Lily Point. Overfishing led to a complete collapse. The cannery burnt down and never reopened. You can still find old infrastructure around the marine park, both above and below. I don't recall seeing this on a low tide, but it could be wrong. Regardless, not many people see it from my perspective. Cold water snorkeling is severely underrated. Check out Diving Sports in Vancouver if you're looking for some gear to get started. And to think I wasn't going to bring my dive gear today. I was just going to walk down here and hang out at the beach. I'm so happy I did. Seeing those big schools of perch was probably the highlight. When I jumped in the water, I'm 99% sure I saw salmon. Actually, I saw a couple of them, but they swam away faster than I can hit the record button. But see, a lot of flounder, seeing their eyes poking out of the sand. I'm getting better at finding them and can get some decent footage. Big schools of, again, smelt, maybe sandlands maybe. I think that's the name. I'm forgetting. Getting old. And I saw a bunch of those buffalo scalping. They're all over the place, really cool and chill. Reefy, you have a good time, buddy? Were you good on shore? Did you behave? Did you eat a stick? You're gonna be a big vet bill? Oh, he's alright, he's alright. Yeah, thanks for watching. Again, diving down here quite a bit. I'm sure y'all are getting sick of it, but back to the West Coast soon. Hopefully diving with salmon next week. Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe, right, buddy? Right? Oh, I love you.